Hi there, welcome back to the Purple House. Pete and Grada. Today we're talking about enzymes. Not many people have heard about enzymes, and this was made clear to me the other day when I had a client who had like digestive troubles. He was putting on weight, losing hair, and he also had skin issues. And when I pointed out to him that his body was lacking in certain enzymes and that he needed to supplement with enzymes, we call it enzyme therapy. I had to explain to him what enzymes were. Now, Pete and I have written many articles that you can Google on our website, and today we're just going to refresh your memory what enzymes are. So enzymes are necessary for every reaction in our body to keep us well. And what's worse, when we get to the age of 30, and my client was in his 30s, our enzyme production in the body starts to drop off. And that is actually Mother Nature's way to make room for the next generation. So if we don't supplement with enzymes after we turn 30, which is when your body reaches its peak, physically speaking, your functions, your vital energy force starts to get less and less. And of course, by the time we're 40, there is another dramatic drop in our enzyme production in our body. It's like, well, our bank account, which should be filled with enzymes, we start to get depleted. We perhaps hit point zero, and then we start to age dramatically. So in a minute, Peter will tell you a story, but I just quickly want to go over what it looks like when you suffer enzyme deficiency. And to cut a long story short, we probably have Australia's best range of enzymes that we stock in our clinic, right? So please go ahead and check our online shop as well, and check out our ebooks that are free that can tell you all about enzymes. So enzymes are the supporters of life. Without enzymes, you can't have a good life. When you run out of enzymes, you die. And yet we hear about vitamins and minerals, but we don't hear about enzymes. So Pete is going to tell you in a minute more about enzymes. Right now, I just want you to check in with yourself, and I'm going to read out these symptoms that are really to do with enzyme deficiency. If you have indigestion, gas and bloating, irregular bowel movements, like so sometimes constipated, sometimes diarrhea, food sensitivities, intolerances, mood swings, low libido, autoimmune disorders, infertility is a classic one, chronic fatigue, skin issues, and weight gain. Well, these are some of the symptoms.
Also not able to gain weight.
That's right.
I had one young woman come to me, and she wasn't able to gain weight.
That's right.
And so enzymes turned her life around. So she came back to me a few weeks later saying, when will my weight gain stop? She didn't want to keep gaining weight.
Yeah. But her weight gain was regulated after that.
Yeah.
So
it gets the digestion of food happening properly. Normally, if we ate a good, wholesome diet from scratch, they have a lot of enzymes in foods. But our diets these days, with a lot of processed foods and foods that have been sitting on shelves for a long time or in fridges and freezers, then we cook them, they're totally devoid of enzymes. And there was an experiment done one time with
cats.
Yeah, it was a bunch of cats. They took some cats that had, I don't know how many, a normal litter of kittens, which, 6 to 8 kittens? It was a normal litter anyway. And they fed them a processed food diet of cat food.
Which is devoid of enzymes.
Which, it was showing the enzyme deficiency in our foods. And the next generation of kittens, they had a depleted amount of kittens. They had 3 or 4 rather than 6 or 8. And then it only took 3 generations for those cats to become infertile, totally infertile. They were unable to produce kittens after being on that processed food diet, and our
energy deficient diet.
our foods are ultra processed often.
Even organic food though these days is also enzyme deficient, so let's quickly get to the point because we haven't got much time.
Well, we need to supplement.
Yeah.
We need to supplement with enzymes. I recommend everyone have an enzyme supplement with every meal they eat, so they get the nutrients out of the food, and they digest the food properly. And were you going to tell them about me? Or?
Yeah, I will. So because it's easy when I tell. So when Peter was born, he was number 7, and his mom had already actually number 8 because she'd had a stillborn before Pete, as well as a stillborn after Pete. And when Peter was born, he really struggled to stay alive as a little baby because he was throwing up. He was incredibly allergic to milk, and they lived on a dairy farm, so they actually had raw milk, which is better for you. That's full of enzymes still, because his mom didn't have much breast milk ever, right? So Peter was a small baby. Then he was just throwing up all the food that they gave him, which was cow's milk and goat's milk and all types of things. And this is like 66 years ago, when a milk allergy was unheard of. Yes, you can be proud of yourself. Anyway, luckily for us, Peter survived, and eventually his mom, she got very creative and she gave him mashed up bananas and soft dates and stuff like that. But so Peter, even when I met Pete, so we were both in our 20s.
I developed other intolerances to other foods during my teens.
That's right. Yeah. So I didn't know Pete. I only ever met him as an enzyme deficient person, which at the time, of course, we didn't know what the goal was. So I did know that Pete was very sensitive to different types of foods. He was also very sensitive emotionally, and he used to withdraw a lot and also suffer from depression, which of course wasn't diagnosed at that point in time. And it wasn't really till Peter was in his late 30s or mid 30s that we discovered enzymes. So Peter and I, at that point in time, Peter was an active nurse. I mean, we had a very productive life, don't get me wrong, but he wasn't as resilient as he could have been. And so when we discovered enzymes, through a vet actually, like a local vet who used to prescribe enzymes to the cats and the dogs, and then we bought enzymes of him for a while. This was before we opened the clinic. Peter, he became incredibly resilient, and he became more responsive and bounced back emotionally, and just such a...
My digestive system became cast iron. I could eat anything.
Actually, Peter's digestion is better than mine now. You pretty much can eat, we can travel around the world, absolutely nothing affects you.
Quite often if I go away and I forget to take my supplements, I'll suffer still with abdominal upset.
Yeah.
But if I take my enzymes and beef low, I'm fine.
And also, of course, the outside of you, and your skin is always good too, isn't it? So the outside of your body is also a reflection of the inside of your body. Everything happens on the inside first, including... I
mustn't have had enzymes by the time I lost my hair.
So including mood swings or just your emotion, your ability to be emotionally regulated is compromised when your body is lacking enzymes, because your body is just constantly trying to survive, and it really doesn't have the luxury to help you deal with situations in a nice way. So that's right. So you've been supplementing with enzymes easily for 20 years now, and of course I do the same myself, because why wouldn't I? Because I'm 62, so Mother Nature is already planning my demise as well, right?
I'd say 30 years.
Yeah, probably. So we recommend this for everyone. And so if you were listening to us for the first time, you may never have heard of enzymes before. So please read the article that we will attach here. Go to our website. It's really a miracle cure, you could almost say, for everything that's for chronic diseases in your body. So everyone needs it, in our opinion.
And the bacteria in your stomach also produce a lot of enzymes to help digest the food and for enzyme
Yeah.
function throughout the body. So a daily supplementation of a probiotic or good amounts of fermented foods are also essential to
Yeah.
help keep that enzyme level at its peak. Yeah.
So a good fermented food in Tasmania, well actually it's all around Australia, like is the Love Your Guts brand, because we know that it's like comes from organic produce, right? And so it's got all the good bacteria that your body needs, and also these good bacteria create enzymes as well. So it's like pre-digested vegetable matter. Your body doesn't have to do anything to digest it because it's basically already digested. So the body can use it to rejuvenate itself, right? That's really important as well.
I just want to tell you about another client I had who had a 8 or 9 year history of very...
I think it was Crohn's, wasn't it?
Well, no, it was just explosive diarrhea.
Oh, that's right.
He'd been to specialist after specialist and he wasn't getting any better. It had improved a little while and then get worse on different medications. And someone suggested he come and see me, which he did. And 3 weeks after coming to see me, he came back and he said, I think I'm cured. And what I'd got him to take was enzymes, beet flour and a probiotic. And it turned his life around.
And we put that together as a package called the Ultimate Vitality Boost. You've probably heard us talk about that before. That also comes with a free ebook online, so the link will be in the article as well. So please check out all this information, because it could save your life. Like, compare it to, like, if your bank balance is empty, you go to the bank to make a withdrawal, there's nothing there. And then if somebody came along with like a big pile of money and gave you all that money, you would have a new lease of life, right? So that's what we're talking about with enzymes. If your body needs
if you're a younger couple and suffering with infertility, need help becoming pregnant, then trial the enzymes.
It's as well as enzymes are needed for when you are pregnant to carry the pregnancy all the way to full term. Because we all know that today many pregnancies don't make it to the 40 weeks, right? So many children are born way too early, which is also caused by an enzyme deficiency.
That cat experiment also included cats having
premature babies,
premature kittens, and not very... They couldn't hold the pregnancy.
So some of the enzymes that we have in the shop, and you can check it out online. Digest, what's that one extremely good for?
I recommend this one particularly for people who have lost their gallbladder, because it has an alkalizing effect on the small bowel as well as a full range of enzymes to help break down every type of food. So
this one is called Digest. It's $97 for 180 capsules.
So that'd last someone 3 meals a day, 2 months.
2 months, which is like amazing, alright? And you get your life back. Omnizyme, Omni, it means every, so this contains every vital enzyme that your body could need. This is a really good one that suits everyone, doesn't it, Peter?
Yeah, everyone.
I can't just see the price of it right now, but anyway.
$63.95, the same as the Digestive. Digestive has a little bit of betaine HCl in to increase the acid in the stomach, plus a couple of other things, including zinc, to help your own production of acid in the stomach.
That's right. Aura Life, it's a really great one. So the name says it already, because it livens up your aura, but of course your aura is an extension of your body, right? So this one is absolutely packed with lots of enzymes as well. This one has a special one, what is called again, the one that breaks down scar tissue.
No,
that's a different
one.
Sorry, don't listen to me.
That's in Synthol. Synthol has a full range of enzymes. It's got probiotics as well as serrapeptase, which is a systemic enzyme that helps break down scar tissue and fibrous tissue within the body.
I really like this one because it's also really good for your nervous system. I find it very helpful and calming for me, and then we have like quite a few others, but these are some of the best ones that are very, very popular with our clients. So beet flow is good, of course, because it supports your bile flow and supports your liver. And just think of yourself as a walking liver, basically, because if your liver isn't functioning well, nothing else in your body is functioning well, right? So enzymes support your liver, enzymes support your pancreas, because the pancreas creates its own enzymes as well. But if you have diabetes or you're pre-diabetic, which is nearly everyone in the whole world now, it's pre-diabetic, by maybe 10%, you need to support your pancreas with enzymes as well, right? And so on. Anyway, maybe we've said enough.
Yep.
But if you didn't hear us earlier, some of the signs of enzymes is digestive distress, mental illness or mental distress, anxiety, depression, your skin doesn't look good, skin rashes, skin issues, weight gain, bloating, constipation, diarrhea,
infertility,
Crohn's disease or IBS. All of this needs, the base root cause of it is that your enzyme supplies are running out, and so you need to supplement to get your life back, really, to support your life force. Okay, I hope you find this helpful. Let us know if we've explained this properly. Let us know if you have heard of enzymes before. Hands up if you have. And if you haven't, please do your own research, because this is really the stuff of miracles. It will turn your life around. Thanks, everyone.
Okay. Have a good week.
Good week.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.